First, we're going to use a 5/16 Allen. We're going to lefty-loosey the big bolt out. Probably going to put a new bolt in there too while we're at it. Then we're going to take a 3/16 Allen and remove the top one, or the bottom one, and this top front one up here. If you're lucky, your exhaust clears this. Slide that right up and out of there. All right, to get this thing off of here, get the front pulley off of here, find your 3/16 Allen socket. Break this bolt free, take it off. Set that in safe location. Break this bolt free. Take it off. Take the plate and the bolt and set that in a safe location. Get your 1 7/8 socket and get your impact. You're going to want to use impact for this because you need that ugga-dugga effect of the impact to really break this free. Now remember, this is left-handed threads. So, righty, loosey. Put it up there. Hold her all in place. Send it. Not gonna lie, I probably should have put some heat on that first, because there was probably some thread locker on there. There was. Okay, so heat this up first before you, to bake that thread locker out of there, before you go sending it with the impact. From there, loosen up your rear axle, and then move the adjusters in. Loosen up that one. Loosen up the one on the other side. Take your 1¼ inch wrench, break your axle free. Woo, buddy, is that tight? You don't take this off, you just have to take it free. Now to get it to roll forward, I'll show you the most amazing hillbilly trick you've ever seen in your life. Get your largest hammer. In my case, this is a 4-pound dead blow. Hold on the bike. Make sure there's nothing important sitting on the seat, like your microphone receiver. Hit the rear axle, or hit the rear tire, hard. Harder than that. One more for good measure. All right. That, move the whole axle and rear wheel forward, in turn, making the belt loose. Now, you can slide your belt off if you wanted. Can't roll that back out of place. And then you can just slide the pulley right off of there. There she goes. Now before we go reassembling this, we're going to take a little bristled brush and clean all the old thread locker out of the pulley right there, out of the threads. Also, we're going to make sure the spline is really clean and everything nice and clean when you reassemble it. Now I'm going to clean up the threads. Just got a little wire wheel here and drill. You don't have to go nuts with this. Just get all the crud out of the threads. From there, get your red or high strength thread locker. figure out where you left it. There it is. And you can slide your pulley on here, just like so. Whoop. Now is a good time to put your belt on. Then we're going to put a little drip of high-strength thread locker on there. Don't need a ton, just put a little bit on there. Then thread your nut on here. Now Harley says to torque this to 50 foot-pounds, drop it on the table, put the nut on there, torque it to 50 foot-pounds, and then turn it 30 degrees more. Why they don't just give me a full-on torque spec, I have no idea. Oh, remember, it's left-handed threads. That's why it wouldn't thread on there. Duh. Lefty-tighty. All right, so there's our first torque. So I'm going to take the impact, and I'm going to put it on a lesser setting. Whoop, not like that on that. Then here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this thing up on here. Before we do, we're going to put a mark on it. So right here, where I can see it. I'm going to go all the way back here. So 30 degrees is, halfway to 45. So I'm basically going to watch this mark as I give it the ugga-dugga, and we're going to see how far it turns. I'm going to do this because as I'm going to do it, I'm going to hold down the rear brake with my forearm. That way I can hold the bike in place and it doesn't try and drive it off. All right, it's up there. That's there. And send it. About 30 degrees. Looks like about 30 degrees. It's a weird way to do things, but it's done. Then we can take our weird little locking plate here. You're going to position it to where the two holes line up. Then run these two bolts in there. Does not call for any thread locker on these, so I'm not going to put any on there. Run that one down, and then run this one down. Snug up both of those, and then torque those to spec. So I tried to go with like an even number here of turns. When I took it off, it was like 4 quarter turns. So 1, 2, 3.5. We're going to do that to the other side. I went a little bit less because I want to check my alignment and I want to check my tension before I make those final adjustments. Now my belt tension is a little loose. I don't have to check it. It's 10 pounds of deflection for like a 1/2 inch of force. You can get one of these little things off Amazon or wherever to check your belt tension. There's one in my Amazon store. To check your wheel alignment, take your little rubber caps off of here and measure from one side to the other and compare it. This one is 9/16. This one is, whoa. This one's 11/16. Holy crap, I did not move that one evenly, did I? Must have miscounted when I ran the adjuster back. All right, now they're both at 11/16. Now we're getting a little closer on our belt tension. So now we're going to go an even amount on both of them. So one more 1/2 turn on this side. One 1/2 turn on the other side. Check our tension. Hey, that's looking pretty good. All right, so from there, we can just torque down the rear axle. And from there, we can take our 1.25 inches, tighten our axle down. From here, we can reinstall the belt guard. Slide it in the back and line it up front here. We can take our goofy little shock nut here, thread onto the back. And take our 3/4 inch wrench here and tighten her up. And honestly, you can just take your T50 Torx bit here, hold your nut in place back there, run it until it's tight, and then torque it down. Put your front bolt and washer in there. Take your 1/4 inch drive Allen. Locate your 1/4 inch drive. There it is. Locate your 1/4 inch drive Allen. 1/2 inch wrench on the back side there. Once it lines up, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully my arm's not in the way. Probably is. Tighten it down and torque that one to spec as well. From there, you can put your front sprocket cover back on. Install your pulley bolts. Now these are 2 separate links, or your pulley cover bolts. The longer one goes in the top. The bottom one goes in the bottom here. The shorter one goes in the bottom. And the big one goes back here. Run those in like that. Torque this one down. Then torque these 2 down. That's all I got.